Cisco CBS350-8MGP-2X Review. Cisco CBS350-8MGP-2X is a managed switch designed to be user-friendly and durable. Its fanless design makes it ideal for home offices. The CBS350-8MGP-2X is dispatched with a bracket kit, an electricity cable, and a short user guide. The switch, embodied in a white metallic cube, measures 4.4 cm by 34.4 cm by 25.2 cm and has a 2.5 kg mass. It necessitates minimal consideration and is unyielding silent due to the inclusion of a substantial heatsink on the rear instead of fans. 4 holes for fixing located at each side render it suitable for storage in a rack. The control console port is supplemented on the front by network ports. There is an individual USB Type-A port that allows for data transfer, such as when upgrading the switch software. A reset button is accessible to either restate or reboot the gadget. 2 LEDs are placed over every Ethernet port and provide a connection status and whether the connection is functioning in PoE or 10G style. All 10 Ethernet ports are presented as RJ45 jacks. 6 ports on the left only permit a maximum of 1 gigabit per second. Ports 7 and 8 can transmit up to 2.5 G and ports 9 and 10 are able to transfer up to 10 G. Ports 9 and 10 are blended ports with SFP enclosures located beside the RJ45s. For the 10G ports, either an SFP component or the RJ45 can be used but not both at once. All ports are categorized depending on their maximum allowed speed and are color-coded. The 1G Ethernet group is colored yellow while the 2.5G and 10G groups are blue. The maximum output capacity is limited to 124 watts in total. This should be sufficient for a majority of situations. The switch powers on in fewer than 3 minutes with ports associating and a web interface operating. A verdant status LED pulsates rapidly during the start process and stays illuminated once done. The metal container stays warm with an augmentation in temperature of up to 20 degrees Celsius when PoE gadgets are joined. For that reason, it is advised to position the switch in a well-ventilated spot. The 8MGP has an interior bandwidth of 62 gigabits per second, providing enough space to have numerous interfaces functioning at their highest transfer velocity without any decaying rate. This is likely to arise in the instance of 6 4K cameras constantly streaming to a backup NAS, for example. Making use of access control lists or ACLs, the user can formulate rules to limit the utilization of the data rate. The primary way of setup is by means of the web user interface. At first, the individual needs to form a new account. Upon authentication, a starting up page will be displayed to facilitate the establishment of VLANs or to assign IP addresses. The system synopsis page grants an immediate study of all 10 Ethernet port statuses and will generally be the most used web page. Also accessible as a console either through the serial outlet situated in the front or remotely over SSH. Cisco enables users to download Apple as well as Android mobile apps from the platform, allowing them to modify and oversee key settings for numerous Cisco products, from the CBS350 switch series to access points. This unified approach simplifies the deployment of these items since the system admin only needs to comprehend a single interface. The switch provides extra functions like GOES, multicast, DNS, and DHCP servers. Additionally, it has a nice feature of showing port-by-port power consumption with PoE usage. This is helpful in diagnosing if an attached device is having issues. The CBS350-8MGP-2X has a few drawbacks, such as its relatively high price point and only 4 2.5 gigabits per second ports. With the 10G combo ports stacked, the switch could have been more compact. Nevertheless, this remains one of the higher quality switches available and is likely to pay off in the long run.